number 32, Karl Malone. From North Carolina State, at forward, 6'11", number 41, Thurl Bailey. 7'4" center from UCLA, number 53, Mark Eaton. At guard, 6'1" from Gonzaga, number 12, John Stockton. At guard from Iowa, 6'6", number 20, Bobby Hansen. The head coach for the Jazz, Jerry Sloan.
And the former Bull, Jerry Sloan, getting a nice ovation. Sloan, who both played and coached here for the Bulls. And now the house lights are off as we get ready for the introduction for the homestanding Bulls.
The starting lineup for your Chicago Bulls. At forward from Clemson, 6'10", number 54, Horace Grant. 6'4" from Central Arkansas, number 33, Scottie Pippen.
The Bulls with the NBA's top home record, 23 wins and 2 losses. Phil Jackson's club came off that extended road trip right after the All-Star break, and they were only 9 games over the 500 mark. And right now they are 18 over at 38-20 overall. Utah with a top record in the Midwest Division, 42-17. And the Jazz have been on a roll. They are 8 wins in their last 9 games. The lone defeat was in Miami. At the start of this road trip, they lost by 1, but their road record is outstanding. 14-14.
Guess what? Our last defeat was to an expansion team in that area, too, Orlando.
So we're just prior to tonight's tip-off, and we're ready for the dust-off here in Chicago Stadium. Look out, Red.
Whoa. He got me. He got me. Oh, he got me. He got me. Glad you warned me.
Michael Jordan the other night in Milwaukee. I mean, we are so amazed by him, but, you know, he turned his ankle in the first half, and he was obviously in some pain, but what a second half he put on display there. Utah controlling the tip after a fashion. Eaton is so big that it's impossible for the official to throw it up straight in the air, and Phil Jackson is out there talking to Tommy Wood about that very thing. So the Jazz opening tip, they punch into Malone. Shot clock at 7. Bailey, a refeed into Malone, and Hansen fires. Bobby Hansen gives the Jazz the 2-0 lead. Utah in the middle of an extended road trip. The Jazz trying to make amends for last season's. Well, they had a fine year during the regular season, but then they stubbed their toe against Golden State in round 1 of the playoffs. Jordan short with that one. Eaton the rebound. Stockton, who works the left side of the front court and looks into the post constantly. Doing it now to Malone. The turnaround shot partially blocked. Pippen the rebound. Pippen on Bailey.
Well, you got to do that, Jimmy. He has actually beat Mark Eaton down the floor, and boy, that's a real help.
2-2 tie. Stockton works around the pick of Malone, and it's stolen by Jordan, and Michael Jordan's got nothing but open court in front of him.
Michael Jordan doing what he does and what the fans come to see, Jimmy. Gave it to him early.
The Bulls in front. Stockton will try it on the right side this time. Now they chase him out. He turns the corner in the double team. Bailey trying to get free. Shot clock at 7. Malone to the hoop. Has it blocked. Gets it back. Over the head shot won't go. Eaton is fouled after the rebound and before the shot. Eaton is so big he doesn't have to jump, and you use all that effort in contesting the rebound, and he just stands there.
Well, you're right. Will Perdue is 7 foot, but the other guy's got him by 5 inches. So it's a non-shooting foul.
First foul of the game. The Jazz look to bring it in. It comes into Bailey out front. Stockton against Paxson. There's Malone across the lane, draws the foul, and he'll shoot 2. Will Perdue has picked up 2 fouls in about 5 seconds.
Well, you look real quick and see if they come with Stacey King. He has come early, but they're going to stay. Malone makes that move to the middle, had all kind of jerseys around him, and he'll shoot 2.
Uh-oh. Is that score right? I just saw a score that said Minnesota 38, the LA Clippers 13 in the first quarter. Minnesota Timberwolves not known for their offense with 38 points on the board already.
Ball control team.
Yep.
Musselman's ball club up there in Minnesota.
Karl Malone hits both free throws, and the game tied at 4. John Paxson, who had a career night in Salt Lake in mid-November, he scored 27 points. Starts it with Pippen to the right. Now into Jordan. Michael gets double teamed in the low post. Pippen pops free. Freezes Bailey and misses the outside shot. Karl Malone the rebound. The Jazz back looking for the lead. Stockton on the drive. Scoop shot blocked by Pippen, but Malone comes out with it. Jordan knocks it loose. And then Michael gets hit with a clip here as he knocked the pins out from under Eaton, who was just standing as an innocent bystander out near midcourt.
Michael was like a runaway bowling ball on this. They came in. Beautiful block by Scottie Pippen. And then Karl Malone dribbling out. Michael came from behind, tipped it away, tripped over his foot, and really it was a clip.
So the foul on Jordan is his first. 3 team fouls against the Bulls. Utah with the ball in play. 9:30 left opening quarter in a low-scoring contest to this point, a 4-4 tie. Thurl Bailey from 18. And Utah takes the lead. John Paxson on the move left. Wide left is Pippen. Horace Grant has it in the corner. Pippen with 13 to shoot. Out front Paxson. Eaton is illegal. Now Perdue comes across the lane. That makes him legal. Pippen with 5 to shoot. Fakes on Eaton. Into Perdue for the half hook. And Karl Malone the Utah rebound. The Jazz a 6-4 lead. Over the top pass to Malone, and shots blocked by Grant and knocked out of bounds by Michael Jordan.
Well,
so Utah keeps it.
They do a great job of Thurl Bailey going down low with Malone. They keep bumping off of each other to try to get open, and this time Malone got open, but Horace blocked it from the back. You can't give him that shot, though, too many times.
5 on the shot clock. Malone into Stockton. They're at 6 to shoot, I should say, as Eaton hits the swinging gate lefty hook. 8-4 Utah. Here's Pippen on the drive in the lane. Right corner Paxson. Steps up, shoots on Stockton. And Eaton the rebound. Ahead to Hansen. Hansen on the push. Feeds Malone to the hoop for the dunk. It is 10-4 Utah. 6 in a row for the Jazz, make it 8 consecutive points, and the Bulls take time with 8:08 left to go opening quarter and a 10-4 score. We'll be back after these messages. On Tuesday the 20th, the Washington Bullets are here. The famous Gorilla will also be here on that day. Then on Friday the 30th, it's the Knicks. Bull shorts courtesy of the Tribune that night. Utah 8 straight points and a 6-point lead, and so far the Bulls have been eaten alive. They are 2 of 6 from the field, and that's the Eaton factor. Paxson is open. John Paxson delivers on the outside shot.
The Bulls are going to have to get the ball down quicker, Jim, not get into a half-court game, because coming back, they're going to pound it right through those two big guys.
That's exactly right. Here's Bailey into the post this time. Stockton looks to him, goes over the top. Bailey against Pippen with a hook, and Purdue the rebound. Jordan against Bobby Hansen. Quick drive in for the left against Eaton. Has the shot blocked out of there by Bailey. But Eaton bumped Michael with the body on the cut.
This was earlier when Michael went in for a slam dunk all alone.
Now the Bulls with a ball in play. 12 to shoot. Jordan on the move. Underneath around Eaton. Has the ball knocked away. It's loose. Eaton the steal. Now to Stockton. Here's Bailey to the hoop, and he's fouled by Pippen. Thurl Bailey shoots two. The Bulls with 4 team fouls.
Boy, that's happiness again. Thurl Bailey on one side, Karl Malone on the other. They got Karl Malone covered pretty well, but Thurl Bailey comes in. He was going to slam it over Scotty. Bulls not getting back, and again, Eaton disruptive underneath the basket. Causes a turnover, and they're able to turn it into an attempted 2 free throws.
You got to get an illegal defense early against them so that Eaton is then conscious of the fact that he can't just camp in there.
Well, I think what you got to do is get Will Purdue out of the game and get Stacey King in and take him on the outside a little bit. I think that's when the Bulls will pay dividends. So we'll see if they can get Eaton in the fouls. But he doesn't go for any fakes. He doesn't get off his feet.
That's right. He doesn't have to. The 2 free throws by Thurl Bailey give the Jazz a 12-6 lead.
I got to pronounce that right. My wife kept thinking I was saying Pearl Bailey was at 4. It's Thurl.
Here's Jordan in for the left. He is fouled by Eaton. But the foul was called on Hansen. Out on the floor. It is still a shooting foul.
They just cleared a weak side. Horace gave him to him. He was all the way around. There's Eaton, didn't move again, had his hands up, but Bobby Hansen had put the foul on him. So Jordan at the free throw line, he's got that one breakaway slam dunk. He tries for a couple free throws here. You're right, Jimmy. He was magnificent in Milwaukee. Bad wheel and all.
The play that I'll never forget is when he kicked the ball after he had knocked it loose and ran it down. He outran the basketball.
Had the bad leg, ran it down, and on a full run, picked it up and threw it into Horace. Horace behind the back to Scotty for the layup, and it was fantastic.
2 free throws make it a 4-point Utah lead.
They'll just come down here on that one side.
And they'll run a number of players into the post.
You know, Stockton throws it in and just lets those guys work with it.
Yep.
You know, he just wants to make sure they get it.
And he gets it into Malone this time. Malone doubled in the low post. Now they swing it, and Bailey trying to get free. Eaton's hook.
Bang, bang. You got 2 little left-handed hooks. He's the option, the last option to bail out.
That's right. He's the safety valve. Pretty good option, a 5-foot shot for a 7'5" guy. Scottie Pippen couldn't find any room to penetrate. Horace Grant with a turnaround shot, partially blocked. Will Purdue with a follow.
Good work by Will. He took it on one side. If he would have gone up on that side, he would have lost it. Went underneath and made the hoop.
Stockton running the show for the Jazz. On the move against Paxson. Gets underneath. A nice handoff to Bailey for the gimme. Thurl Bailey has 6.
Boy, they haven't had a contested shot down here.
That's how good they are at getting free underneath.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. They're a great club.
Yeah, they got great inside players. Paxson's left corner shot. Eaton the rebound. Stockton on the run. Good flip to Hansen. Nice dish to Malone, and the ball loose to Scottie Pippen, but he was on the line.
I wish you could have seen it that time, Jim. You want to see a guy that can run. So Stockton leaves the game. And is that Eric?
That's Delaney
Johnson?
Rudd.
Delaney Rudd.
Delaney Rudd into the contest. 6'2" rookie.
You want to watch this game and see Karl Malone run after the Bulls lose the ball. And just keep an eye on your screen. He really gets. Oh!
Here's Eaton all alone for the dunk.
Boy, he just knocked Purdue out of the way. It said, I'm going in to get the hoop.
18-10. The Jazz an 8-point lead. Again, Eaton and Purdue bang off the ball. Alley-oop for Jordan.
Well, that time, Eaton was leaning on Purdue out high, and it opened up for Michael for that play.
On the weak side.
Here they go, isolation down into the Thurl Bailey. Didn't work. Guess who else goes down there?
Oh. Jordan is steal. Another breakout.
Delaney Rudd tried to catch him, but in a foot race like that, even Michael with the ball, that's going to be tough to catch him.
Boy, the stadium crowd alive. The Bulls are within 4. This is only the first quarter. Off the ball, a foul on Hansen. Hansen with his second foul.
He went down and set a screen on Scotty, and he was out of bounds. They're not going to allow that. King is going to come in here for Will Perdue.
With 4:34 left in the quarter.
And Darrell Griffith. Michael stole the ball, Jimmy, and Rudd tried to catch him. There was no way. That tongue came out, and he was up, soaring, and gone.
The Bulls with a chance to cut it to 2. Inside Pippen. Jump hook. Cleared by Malone. Delaney Rudd brings it up.
Where is Stacey King? I'm looking for him. Oh, he's behind Eaton.
Karl Malone out on the wing. Now Eaton really high. Into Malone. A shot over Pippen. Blocked. Offensive foul on Malone. His pivot move took Horace Grant right off the block down there, and that was what cost him.
Boy, the mailman, he can deliver too, but this time he gets a behind the back pass from Griffin, steps in and just moves Horace Grant out.
Again, the Bulls with a chance to cut it to 2. 4 Utah turnovers so far. Jordan's long one. Eaton the rebound. Darrell Griffith behind the back pass. Jordan a steal. He tried it again. Here's Pippen getting open.
Boy, you're right. He tried it with Malone earlier, and then one more time. Mike, you know, you're not going to get by Michael with that. He's the 5th guy in the league in steals.
That's like trying to sneak Sunrise past a rooster. The Bulls within 2 and 3:20 left.
I like that, JD.
Oh, you'll hear some more if you go down and talk to Sloan.
Yeah.
Here is King, a steal. Oh, the throw ahead is out of bounds.
Had the right idea. I flipped it out of the gym, though. Yeah, he told me earlier. I said, "How you doing, Jerry?" He says, "I'm just hanging around like a hair on the muffin." Oh man.
Thurl Bailey. As Utah leads by 2. Eaton looking in. Why go guard him there, Stacy? Pass inside, tipped away. Paxson has it. Pax on the drive. Fadeaway jumper. Tipped in by King.
Well, Pax made the right move. He got pushed out to the side. He made the shot up, and King followed it in.
Jerry Sloan takes a 20. 2:49 left. Full timeout, Utah. 2:49 left in the quarter. This one is a draw to this point. 18 all. Back after these messages. On Sunday, April 1st, it's Miami here, and the first 5,000 kids will receive a youth jersey courtesy of Coca-Cola. Then on the 3rd, Indiana is in, and the first 10,000 receive a hat courtesy of True Value.
Jim, we talked about the Bulls playing good defense. Well, they're forcing a lot of turnovers here. Matter of fact, 7 turnovers for the Jazz, only 1 for the Bulls. Good defense, and they're breaking it out.
Utah's got Stockton back in there. The Bulls with a half-court trap here. Stockton has picked it up. Gets rid of the ball to Bailey. Bailey's under pressure, tipped away. Paxson a dish, but it's restolen by Griffin.
Got a new
Here's Karl Malone throwing it out of bounds. That's 8 turnovers. When the Bulls hit Utah with a little trap and change the attack defensively, the Jazz stumble around a little bit. It's not as easy for them to walk it down and just pound into the post. Here's Pippen. Taking it in, feeds Jordan, tipped out by Malone. Nope. Out of bounds. I thought Utah
well,
tipped
you
it
saw
out.
what happened too. Scotty drove in and saw 53 standing there and just flipped it up over the top of Mount Eaton and out of bounds.
Utah the ball, 2:10 left to go in the quarter. Stockton against Paxson. They got Malone in the post. They go to him. Malone gets double teamed. Outside shot by Bailey, and the rebound to Grant. Michael Jordan brings it up as the Bulls look for the lead. A throw ahead to King loose. Pippen gets it back. Lean in, flip. Scottie Pippen's got 6.
So Scotty had 14 points in that game out there. You mentioned Pax with 27, Michael with 40. They were the big guns.
Stockton goes over the top to Malone. Nice play. Craig Hodges getting ready to come on for the Bulls. Michael Jordan out front. Shot clock at 11. Tacks in the weave. Turns it in. Takes it all the way in. It bounced past loose. Out of bounds. It belongs to the Bulls with 5 on the shot clock. Hodges is in and Edwards is in. And let's pause for station identification.
This is WGN-TV, America's #1 sports station.
5 to shoot. Jordan under pressure. And Karl Malone snaps down the rebound. Utah back looking for the lead. Stockton punches into Malone. His shot won't go. Gets it right back, and then a foul called on the floor. The Bulls are over the limit. A foul on King. Yep.
Well, they got it, pounded it down into Horace. Horace and Scotty talking to each other now about I need some help down there. This guy is tough to handle, and you know why he's the #2 scorer. That time I thought he cleared out again, Jim, but he stays right on it. Big, strong, good runner, quick. 7 rebounds already. He's one of the top rebounders.
And he's got 7 points to go along with his 7 rebounds. Utah by 1 and 57.4 seconds left. Theodore Edwards in the lineup now for the Jazz. Blue Edwards, 6'5" rookie from East Carolina. Karl Malone hits both free throws. Utah up 2. Michael Jordan brings it up. Darrell Griffith guarding him. Jordan on the move down the lane to the left, in deep, and Eaton just clears him out of there. Eaton with the foul, his first. And Michael Jordan to shoot 2.
Mike Brown comes in for Eaton, so that's the first one. You're right. He went up hard with the left hand and was going towards the side. Ed Nealy going to get the call here now to come in after this first free throw by Jordan.
What they're going to do, I think, is put Nealy on Brown, put King on Malone. Jordan. Horace Grant coming out. Michael hitting that first one.
Horace Grant was scoreless. He was 2 for 9 in that first game, had only 4 points. So you got your hands full with this guy. You don't get a chance to think about too many other things.
Michael Jordan hits them both. 2 free throws by Jordan tie the game. Stockton fires it on ahead to Edwards. Utah with a shot at a 2 for 1 here. Stockton peels out of the double team and then throws it out of bounds. The Bulls did a good job. They showed him that double team and then backed away, and it made Stockton indecisive.
That's right. They switched very well on
Got to hurry for 2 for 1. They're not going to get it. Jordan's long one won't go. And Utah will have it to play it out now with 20 seconds left.
Malone has almost got doubles in rebounds in the first quarter.
What's that, 8 rebounds?
He's got at least 8.
Jazz playing for 1. The game tied at 22. Stockton off the drive, spots up Griffith for 3. Look out.
You know it's coming. You know they're going to just drive to kick it out. He's not going to try to beat his man.
Here's Hodges for 3. Nealy. And after 1, Utah leads it by 3. 25-22, our first quarter score. With our producer-director, Arnie Harris, this is Jim Durham and Johnny Kerr back in Chicago Stadium. Don't forget, fans, Bullseye is the official newspaper of the Bulls. You get 20 exciting issues for $30 by calling 1-800-255-9500.
Eric Lechner in the game now, Jimmy, for them.
And a pass into Stacey King. Oh, he left it short on the reverse. Stacey, Eaton is out of the game now. You don't have to reverse those. Take it straight to the basket.
They want him to dunk the ball. And he said, oh, steal.
Hodges stole it. I don't know if he stole it or Stockton dropped it. Pippen finds Nealy underneath. His shot is blocked. Out of bounds to Utah.
Well, the Bulls are not finishing it off. But they were talking. Michael Jordan said he'd like to see King stuff those easy shots. He says, well, he's trying to save his legs so he can play 20 years. And Michael says, well, at least make the easy ones.
So Utah's been careless with the ball tonight, but the Bulls haven't really taken advantage to this point. Here's Jordan knocking it away as the pass went into Lechner. Mike Brown with 10 to shoot into Griffith for the open jumper. Darrell Griffith has 5. Utah has opened up a 5-point lead. B.J. Armstrong will come on for the Bulls in a minute. Neely with a ball. Finds Jordan, 12 to shoot. Jordan against Griffith. Slips through a double team. Out to Pippen for the long one. Just the 2. Scotty has 8. Inside Edwards. He walked or something. Then a foul called on Hodges. Michael Jordan going out of the game, and he's talking to Danny Crawford. He said, 3 seconds, Danny.
You know, they give you a different look, right? They start out with Karl Malone and Thurl Bailey, 2 players, big, huge, strong players, working a double post down low. Then they come back with Blue Edwards and Darrell Griffith. One's got tremendous range. The other's got quickness, big, broad shoulders on him. I mean, they really got a different offense they can throw at you.
Edwards hits both free throws, and Utah back to a 5-point lead. It's Hodges, Armstrong, Neely, Pippen, and King. Hodges feeds into King. Stacey's lean-in shot is blocked. The ball outside 2. Stockton on the push. Nice dish to Griffith, and the Utah Jazz have opened up a 7-point lead. Darrell Griffith with 7 off their bench. The Bulls trying to get something going offensively. Everything from the perimeter. Here comes Stockton on the drive, and a foul on Armstrong.
You can't stop anybody with this unit coming back on a fast break. They penetrate in too deep. That last time just an easy layup for Darrell Griffith coming down, and now this time B.J. Armstrong has to run Stockton, who was scoreless in the game, off the ball.
Utah the 7-point lead. Stockton works to Edwards. Inside pass stolen by Pippen. They tried to go to Mike Brown. Now Scotty comes down, finding Armstrong. A quick hitter into King. A foul called on Lechner, and Stacey King to shoot 2.
Mark Eaton has got Stacey's mind all confused here. He doesn't know if the big guy's around or who's near him. That time he started to go in for the layup and then went to back away. Anyway, draws the foul from Lechner, and he'll shoot 2 free throws.
Wow.
This crowd is ready to explode, Jim. Before the game, they were really excited. The Bulls have sort of cooled off.
Boy, Stacey with 2 bricks that time, and Utah the ball, a 7-point lead. Stockton working the left-hand side of the front court. Inside pass, Pippen, another steal. That pass is there all the day. Scotty on the way to the hoop, throws it out of bounds.
Oh man, first it was Utah that was turning the ball over. Now the Bulls on fast breaks cannot finish it off.
Will Perdue is in. Stacey King is out. 9:03 left to go in the first half. Utah with a 7-point lead. We've had 17 turnovers so far in the game, but as Johnny's mentioned, the Bulls haven't been able to take advantage of the 13 by Utah. A 3-try by Griffith, and he is 2 of 2 from 3-point range.
He is the all-time shot leader in 3-point field goals.
Utah takes a 10-point lead, and the Bulls take a timeout. 8:47 left in the half, 34-24. Win a limited edition Bulls Hoopla t-shirt. Featuring 8 of your favorite Bulls players. Only one way to do that. That's to play Hoopla, the new instant game from the Illinois Lottery. Michael Jordan back in.
Bulls have scored 2 points, Jim, in about 4 minutes here in this quarter.
Horace Grant finds Hodges. There's Jordan down low, drawing the foul. Michael getting those tough yards.
Oh, Michael turning around, looking to go after somebody. He really upset.
Lechner on the foul, his second.
Blue Edwards had him down low. He made the move to come in, and Lechner comes back, and
there it is.
Yeah.
Lechner just smacked him in the face. And the last time when Michael was fouled going to the hoop, it was Eaton who just came across the lane, arms extended, and Boy, just unloaded on him.
You know, yesterday was a big 5 home teams lost yesterday. The visiting teams went in and put some hurt on, and that's tough to do in this league. There's only about 4 teams that are above 50%.
Tough to do in this building anyway if you're a visiting team. Up court they come to Edwards, now to Griffith. Good feed to Lechner for the dunk. Good play by Utah. The Bulls unable to find the antidote for the Jazz so far. They're down 10. Jordan against Mike Brown inside, kicks out to Hodges, back into Purdue. Short shot on Brown, blocked. Here is Horace Grant with a shot. It's blocked, and Stockton has it. Doing all that rejecting was Edwards. Now the Bulls have a breakout, and Horace Grant will bury this one.
Boy, oh boy, another turnover. It's a good thing this club is not completing their passes. They'd be way ahead. But they do turn it over again, and Grant gets his first basket.
36-28 Utah. Quick change of direction move by Stockton. Here comes Lechner across into the post against Purdue. They get it to him. Shot clock at 8. In the lane with a hook.
Oh, man. That is so open. You got Lechner. You got to step back just a tad from him. Protect him to go to the middle and make him take the fadeaway jump shot. He just took one step, and he was laying it in the hole.
Here is Armstrong turning it in. Finds Purdue. Oh, about the hook by Will. The half hook facing the basket. Up court they come to Edwards. Stockton with 13 to shoot. Edwards. Purdue the rebound. Finally the Bulls get a stop. Michael Jordan into the front court. Right corner Hodges. A 3 blocked out of bounds by Griffith.
Covered up pretty good as the mailman comes back in. Griffith has done everything right, Jim, since he's come in the game. He's hit all his shots. He's got 2 threes in there and a blocked 3.
Yeah, he fills his role well off the bench for this club. Jordan against Edwards. Michael under pressure. Armstrong left open. Pulls up the slack. J. Armstrong.
Sometimes that's tough to do. You have the shot, and then you say, I better take a couple steps in, but he was able to handle it.
Bulls are within 6 now after trailing by 12. But it was a 10-point difference, I guess. Here's Stockton looking in. He finds Malone. Malone double team. Back out Stockton. Underneath Mike Brown and lays it in. Lowered the shoulder into Will Purdue. Got some room and scored. 40-32 Utah.
Stockton completes some passes a lot of guys wouldn't think of throwing. You know, he fired that underneath. Guy had his head turned and wasn't there.
Michael Jordan against Edwards. 9 to shoot. Jordan with a pass inside loose. Utah has it. Malone out there on the run. Here comes Edwards. Back to Malone for the reach back move. Karl Malone scores. He's got 10. And Utah leads by 10 with 5:30 remaining. The Utah Jazz have been super here in this first half. If they had taken care of the ball a little better, this would be a rout right now.
Yes, sir.
Jordan's long one misses. Rebound, Mike Brown. Here's Griffith with a feed inside. Grant steals to Jordan. Good play by Horace. And now Michael Jordan is fouled as he comes into the front court. Blue Edwards. His first.
Pretty smart club, but I guess you don't get to be 42-17 just trying to beat teams with brute strength. They've got speed, they've got quickness, they've got long distance shooters, they got the league leader in assists, second in scoring, third in steals, second in steals. They got a pretty good mix.
They do, and they're out to make amends for last year's playoff showing. Here's a cross-court pass stolen by Stockton, and the Jazz are going to turn it over again. No, Malone makes sure they don't. His layup gives Utah a 12-point lead.
He intercepted an error. Made it in a 2.
Eaton ready to come back. And Thurl Bailey as well. Jordan on the drive draws the foul. Foul is on Darrell Griffith. 2 shots here for Jordan. Utah with 14 fouls.
They're making it tough for even Jordan to get decent shots off. They cover up. Good ball club. Boy, it's a good ball club. You only see them twice a year. And you mentioned we had an 8-point lead.
7 with
7-point lead with 40 seconds. And right as the buzzer went off, Stockton delivered his shot off the glass and in to beat the Bulls in that first trip there, 108-107.
This is the one team in the Western Conference that the Lakers openly fear. And they got a pass last year when Utah lost to Golden State in that first round.
Oh, and that was just a freaky type team. Small guys that just beat them. But they think now they can handle all that.
Here's Stockton. And off the ball, illegal defense. And the first illegal defense of the night is whistled against the Bulls.
Bulls look like they've got a lot of confusion at this stage.
Utah with the ball in play. Stockton. Edwards. Shot clock at 14. Here's a foul on Pippen, a blocking foul, his second. .405 left in the half. And the Jazz go isolation this time as they clear side. Bailey in the post with the hook, and Pippen the rebound. Bulls need to turn the crowd on again. Horace Grant is open. The rebound to Utah. Stockton on the push. Here's Edwards. Offensive foul on Theodore. That's his second. And Jerry Sloan, who took a charge or two in his day, he knows a charge when he sees one.
That's right. Scotty came down, took the good position. Edwards over the top. Stockton gives it to him right in motion, too.
That's another turnover against the Jazz. Edwards is like a smaller version of Barkley, don't you think, Red? The way he plays?
Oh, I don't know.
Here's Jordan driving on Edwards underneath. Surrounded, the ball loose. Pippen has it, 6 to shoot. Scotty with 4 on the clock. 2 on the clock. Michaels bailout. Utah the rebound as Malone snaps it down. 44-34. Utah Jazz a 10-point lead and 3:05 left in the half. Thurl Bailey came up a little short. At the other end, the Bulls are getting a zip. Horace Grant against Malone. From the outside, Michael Jordan cans one. Jordan has 16. Utah's lead is 8. Even though the Jazz have had a lot of turnovers, they've done a good job of covering up defensively. The Bulls haven't been able to take advantage.
Stockton hasn't taken a shot yet.
Nope. Hasn't needed to. Bailey steps free. Malone from the outside against the shot clock. Paxson the rebound. Now the Bulls in transition. Pax out front. They contest his dribble. He finds Jordan. Michael fakes on Edwards in the lane. Dish off to King, and he's fouled by Eaton. The Bulls at least getting inside, and Eaton with the foul, his second, and Stacey King to shoot 2 after this timeout. 2:07 left to go in the half. Utah's lead is 8. 44-36 back after these messages. Channel 9's Bozo the Clown presents the first annual Bozo Ball on April 28th at the Fairmont Hotel. Proceeds from the evening go to the Off the Street Club. For more information, call the hotline between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. Area code 312-836-7111.
You know, Michael Jordan, Jim, the Bulls are undefeated since the All-Star break when Michael's been wearing number 23.
That's right.
He wore 12 in Orlando.
Oh, Stacey King all over the place.
And there's a picture of my main man right there. You'll not see that again. And number 2, he got 49 points in a uniform. He says, I'll never wear it again. You'd have to take a crane to get that off me, babe.
44-37. Utah the lead in the ball.
2 minutes left in the half.
Stockton outside left. We will see that all night long. Pippen fell down off the ball. Eaton was open. Now Hansen, after the pump fake, he rims the shot over the backboard. So the Bulls slowly getting back into the game.
Well, they've only scored 19 points. The Bulls have not been real healthy, but they play defense like they have done the last couple of times.
The Bulls are working on a run of 5 in a row. Paxson off to Jordan. Michaels long one. Rebound Bailey.
Look at Malone run.
Yep. Quickly out onto the floor, and Bailey follows him along the right wing. The over-the-top pass to Malone. The shot blocked by Grant. The foul, and Karl Malone shoots 2. Horace with his first foul.
Well, if you want to know how to deliver a basketball over the top of a player, Scotty gets in front of Malone here. Look at Stockton. Perfect pass over the top. He holds his man out. Horace comes in. He comes in hard with the body, and the big guy picks up the foul.
You're right, John. What made the pass work was that Stockton didn't throw it to Malone. He threw it to where he should be.
Throw it to the spot.
Right.
When he catches it, he knows he's wide open.
Malone 4 for 4 at the foul line so far. Perfect in 5. And Utah's lead is back at 8 with 1:17 left. The Bulls, of course, with that long streak going this year, they have not lost a game in which the opponent has scored less than 100 points. That could be in jeopardy tonight.
I think this team, there was like 22-1. I'll have to check them out.
Malone hits the free throw. 14 points for him. Utah in front by 9. Now Utah with some pressure. Pax's outside jumper rolls out, and Malone rakes down another one.
Well, he doesn't have to worry. Horace is out of the game right now. I mean, they're not going to him. He's not getting the ball. So Karl Malone's just roaming around and being a gigantic rebounder.
Down in the low post, Malone dish out to Bailey. Stockton. Paxson stays with him because he's a three-point threat. Bobby Hansen off the drive. Malone from wide left. And the rebound to Jordan on full stride. Michael is wrapped up by Stockton in the front court before Pippen's layup attempt.
If you watch how smart Stockton is, too, he wasn't going to get a breakaway foul call, so he ran to get in front of Michael and then pushed him off to the side. I mean, but Malone's trying to back, but he runs to get in front and takes the swing at him.
Michael Jordan 8 straight at the foul line. In and out. 36.3 seconds left in the half, and Utah leads it by 9.
They're 22-1 with teams under 100 points, and they do that. They rattle teams with that good defense that they play. Jordan shooting his 10th free throw here in the first half,
and making his 9th. Utah in front by 8. Daryl Griffith is back in. Hodges also in for the Bulls.
You know, he and Stacey King are the only ones that have shot free throws for the Bulls.
Yeah, even though they're big, you've still got to go to the basket.
Now,
shot clock at 9. Stockton a spin move in on Jordan. 3-second call, no. Stockton's layup, no. Eaton lays it up, no good. Rebound Malone, he scores. Karl Malone puts Utah up by 10 with 11 seconds left.
Michael played Stockton right to a standstill.
Yep. Here's Jordan in for the right side across the lane. He lost the ball. Karl Malone coming out. 3 seconds. Stockton feeds it inside to Bailey. His shot off the glass, no good. Pippen the rebound. And the Bulls are a frustrated group as they head for the dressing room at halftime. Down 10 to this tall and talented Utah club. 48-38 the halftime score. We'll have Johnny Kerr and a halftime guest after this message.
All right, the first one, Michael on a breakaway here. He stole the ball, came all the way down, nobody around him, and he gave it a perfect 10. Well, Karl Malone can do that too, so Bobby Hansen comes down, gives it to the mailman, and he delivers right at the post office. A nice miss. It's a miss on the inside here, but Will Perdue gets the ball, goes up with a fake around Big Mount Eaton, and knocks it back in. Now you got to keep Eaton busy. He's leaning here on Perdue, so it opens it up. Michael comes in and gets the alley-oop and breaks the play down very, very well. Now, you want to see a lesson in offensive fouls? Watch this one. Mike Brown catches the ball, says, hey, Will, gets this elbow. Whap. Only it was not an offensive foul. It was 2 for Mike Brown.
34% shooting by the Bulls in the first half, directly attributed to the outstanding defense that the Jazz are playing. The Jazz 51%. And even though Utah has turned the ball over 16 times, the Bulls have only scored 11 points off those 16 turnovers. And on the rebounding end, Utah with a big margin there, 25-13. Karl Malone has 11 rebounds. Well, Stockton with 9 assists.
Yeah, Eaton has 6, so that's 17 between the two of them. Only 13 by the Bulls.
Michael Jordan, 17 points to lead the Bulls in scoring. The only player for Chicago in double figures. And as for the Jazz, Malone and Griffith both in double figures. Karl Malone has 16. So the Bulls with their 10-game winning streak on the line as they come out to start the second half, looking up at a 10-point deficit on the scoreboard.
Remember, this team has won 8 out of 9. Hey, Spike Lee, better known as Mars Blackman. No, Michael. It must be the shoes. No. It's not the shoes. We know that. We saw him blow a tire in Milwaukee the other day.
Right. So the Bulls, their first possession of the second half, and the crowd picks it up for him. Pass Pippen has to come back for. Scotty around the Purdue screen. And Eaton the rebound. It's not going to come if you stay outside with it. No matter how big they are, you're going to have to score from the inside out. Bailey looks in, finds Malone, gets his own rebound. The shot's blocked, but a foul called, and Karl Malone shoots 2. Foul is on Purdue, his third.
Well, Malone always seems to have that left arm out there, but he gets it up pretty good, and then Will comes in the back. Where did he get him? He still hasn't touched him.
So Malone shoots the first one right through. Malone 7 straight at the foul line. Well, percentage-wise, he's due to miss his next 3. Utah in front by 11. Utah in front by 12. Pippen wide right, looks in over Bailey. Here's Pippen against Bailey. Shot clock at 10. Pippen's hook. Jordan follows it in.
Well, I'll tell you what, that big guy came out again to bother Scotty as the hook roll off the rim, but Michael just went right in, took it away from everybody, and put it back. Man.
Malone on the outside. Now they've got the floor reversed. They got Stockton low. Inside pass tipped away. Pack swipes at it, but it goes back to Malone. 5 on the clock, and Bailey gets a layup. So just when it looked as if the Bulls would come up with a defensive stop, Utah scores to go back up by 12. Here's Jordan against Hansen. Doubled up. Pippen getting free of Bailey in heavy traffic. Can't get the shot, and Malone the rebound. Long pass up court, knocked loose in the air. The Bulls have it. Pippen's pull-up shot. Yeah.
You know, Michael broke that up. Malone saw Jordan standing in midcourt. He tried to throw it around him. It wasn't there.
Sort of popped in the air. Now Stockton running the show for the Jazz. Off the drive, draws the foul. Paxson with his first.
Stockton is 0 for 2 from the field, but he goes around this time and draws the foul. They haven't tested his shot from the outside, although he is a good shooter.
I think it would be working if they test it. That's the thing about Stockton. He's from three-point land. He's 4'5'6". He's got that good outside shot, so you have to play him honestly. That's what spaces the floor for Malone and for Bailey and for Eaton.
And he doesn't care if he takes a shot.
That's right. Horace Grant from the foul line. Eaton the rebound, and now Utah with a 12-point lead in the ball.
You better throw the ball into Will Perdue. If he's going to be down low trying to get some, they throw it away. If you're going to have Will play down low and Eaton guard him, you better throw it into him so he can at least give it back to somebody.
Exactly.
But don't let him stand in there, because now Eaton's going to
roam around and not really pay any attention to it.
Absolutely.
They started with Perdue high this trip. Jordan against Hansen. Jordan holding, now makes his drive and draws the foul. No basket. Bobby Hansen on the foul, his third. First team foul on Utah in the third.
Terry Sloan says, don't worry about picking up fouls. Just guard Michael. You'll have him for a while. Blue Edwards will have him for a while. Griffith will have him for a while. Everybody gets a shot.
Whoa,
oh, he missed it.
Scottie Pippen inside. Now they cover on him. Pippen gets hit with an offensive foul. That's his third. The Bulls briefly in the first half hit Utah with some half-court trap, and it had some effect. They rallied back into the game, but now they're down by 12, and they haven't shown them anything any differently defensively. Here's Pax off the move. Jordan around to Perdue screen. Michael's got 21.
That's the way to use him. We'll set the screen out high. But if he's going to go down low and try to get position, you better throw it into him and then split him.
The Bulls in search of a defensive stop, but not this time.
He throws that over the top so well, doesn't he?
20 for Malone. Jordan on the burst along the left of the lane, and Michael with 3 baskets here in the third quarter. But the Bulls unable to make a dent in this lead. It's still a solid 10. 7:57 left. Stockton off the drive. There's his first basket. Paxson trying to return the favor. Hello. 58-48. 22nd timeout taken by Utah. They couldn't get the ball inbounds. So it's a 10-point draw so far in the third. Each team with 10 points working. And the Utah lead remains at 10. This copyright program is presented by the authority of the NBA and the Chicago Bulls. It's intended solely for the private non-commercial use of our audience. Any publication, reproduction, retransmission, or other use of the pictures, descriptions, and accounts of this game without the express written permission of the NBA, the Bulls, and WGN-TV is prohibited.
Well, Horace Grant's got a tough job. We talk about Malone being a number 2 scorer in the league, but he takes his mind off of Bill Cartwright looking on. In his suit was Bill Corbell, our scorer. It takes him out of the game. And as I mentioned, he got 4 in the game down there, and here he's got 2 rebounds. He's 1 for 5.
He's still got to play to Horace, though. Just with Will, you've got to go into him.
Yeah.
Make Malone play defense. Bailey's turnaround. Sweet shot. Thurl Bailey. 10 points and the Jazz up by 12. We are looking at the Utah Jazz at their very best. Solid club. Shot clock at 10. Pippen. Jordan the rebound and heavy timber. Michael again.
Oh, man. Over the big guy. Jimmy stayed with it.
25 points for him. That keeps the Bulls within 10. Sometime tonight, the Bulls are going to turn them away defensively.
Look at the way they set this up. Just a 2-man game.
There's Bailey.
They can't play in front of him. You can't play behind him, can you?
You're going to have to change them up with your defense some way. You've got to take them out of their rhythm. Timeout taken, 62-50 Utah with 6:35 left in the third. Jerry Sloan's Utah Jazz with a 12-point lead and 6:35 left for the third. Say, fans, you can add your name to the Bulls season ticket waiting list by calling the Bulls office at area code 312-943-5800. Horace Grant to inbound for the Bulls. Stacey King is on. Paxson dumps into Jordan against Hansen. And a foul on Hansen. He reached over the top of Michael and picks up his 4th foul. Jerry Sloan's number 4 hanging from the rafters in Chicago Stadium.
The only one.
The only basketball banner hanging here in Chicago Stadium.
We went to Boston. We could hardly see the floor. All those banners hanging in our face. Retired numbers and divisional championships.
Ball knocked out of bounds.
Jimmy, there were 16 points in the second quarter by the Bulls. Was their low in a second quarter all year.
Utah's playing the Bulls the way the Pistons do. Michael Jordan slips through along the drive. And man, what English he put on that shot.
They that time put the trap on the Bulls.
And they sent Eaton into the corner to grab him. Michael got by him. He said, big guy, what are you doing out here? If you're out here, I want to go in there.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the best place. Catch him out there.
Malone. Eaton over the back, no call. And then a jump ball is called. Eaton right over the back of Will Perdue.
Jim, we saw Thurl Bailey. They went to Thurl Bailey several times. That means Karl Malone is resting. Now they go to Karl Malone, and Thurl Bailey is taking a rest on the other side. And the big guy, he's playing ping pong in there. Yeah, that's him. That's not his. That is Will. Yeah.
Hodges is in. They threw it up crookedly. That's the same way the game started. Hodges is in for the Bulls, and Paxson is out. 5:55 left to go, third quarter. Utah still in front by 10.
Oh,
quick tip. Bulls have it.
Why is it so difficult to throw the ball up straight? Is it that difficult? Have you tried it, Jim? Go to practice and try it sometime.
I think you're trying to throw it up and get out of their way.
Well, why don't you just put a hard head on? Just throw it up. And
first time in the second half, the Bulls have had a chance to cut into the lead. Jordan, Perdue. There's Hodges open for 3. And the rebound to Bailey. Utah turning the Bulls away again. 12 to shoot. Stockton into Malone. Griffith. Stockton the rebound. What a hustling play by John Stockton. Stockton on the drive, down the lane, a dish off to Bailey. Big bucket. Thurl Bailey with 14, and Utah leads it 64-52. Hodges another 3. Nope. Rebound on the floor, and Malone is hit. Whoa! Loose ball foul on Will Perdue.
Terrible.
Karl Malone cleared him out with an elbow. Danny Crawford has not seen any elbows tonight. Mike Brown nailed Will Perdue in the first half. There was the foul, but it wasn't
and he
called.
said the first foul. Now,
woohoo.
Oh, what a.
So Utah with a 12-point lead. Delaney Rudd running the show. 8 to shoot. Here's Malone in deep. Bailey off the drive. Tough shot on the running hook. Utah by 14. Their biggest lead of the game. The Bulls hitting the wall so far, and Phil Jackson takes a 20. Nothing working for the Bulls at either end of the floor.
Well, I'll tell you what. This club not only shooting well, playing pretty good defense, Utah Jazz. They're playing Central Division defense. They are slugging the Bulls at their own game. They've come up, they play a little roughhouse basketball, and of course Jerry Sloan knows what it's like to play in this division. He knows what it's like to play in this building. He knows the crowd can get into it. They are 3-0 against the Bulls in the last 3 games.
While we have a moment, let's pause for station identification.
This is WGN-TV, America's #1 sports station.
Talk about the rough play in the NBA Central. Mike Tomczak and Jay Hilgenberg looking on.
You know, it's really funny. Bill Cartwright said Rod Thorne would have fined me about $3 grand if I would have done that.
Hodges missing again. Boy, the Bulls getting 1 shot and 1 shot only. Delaney Rudd running the show for the Jazz.
Now they take Griffith down low on Hodges.
8 to shoot. Bailey. Ball knocked off his leg, out of bounds. The Bulls have it. Michael Jordan. Whoa, it went off Michael Jordan evidently. 4 seconds on the shot clock.
Watch Malone pull the old Burt. Nope, he's going to go. He likes to shoot the three. He's a pretty good three shooter, 41%.
Bailey. Griffith pops up firing. Man, is he on tonight. Darrell Griffith with 12.
He missed one.
Utah by 16. .12 on the shot clock. Here's Jordan in on Griffith. Gets the hanging shot up and draws the foul. Darrell Griffith on the foul, his second. Michael Jordan has been it tonight. The only offensive threat the Bulls have had.
Smart play, too. Thurl Bailey raising his hand. I got him. I got him. And he said, no, 35 got him. Thurl Bailey doesn't have a foul on him, and he didn't know his teammate Darrell Griffith didn't have one either, but they were going to protect each other.
Jordan hitting the first one. Blue Edwards back in, and Thurl Bailey going out. Scottie Pippen coming back. Will Perdue going out. The Bulls have been manhandled so far in this game. They have been eaten alive, and their stamp has been canceled by the mailman. To this point, Michael Jordan hits both free throws, and it's 68-54 Utah. Delaney Rudd under pressure of Jordan. Shot clock at 13. A pass inside, tipped away. Michael the steal. The Bulls looking for a spark, something to lift them. Stacey King has the ball stolen. Delaney Rudd back to the hoop and lays it in. 70-54. Utah 16-point lead again with 2:54 left. The Utah Jazz. This is like Chinese water torture. Drip, drip, drip. You look up and it's a 12-point game. Then it's 14. Hodges missing. Eaton the rebound. Then it's 16. Now it's a chance at 18. Delaney Rudd walks into the front court.
Craig Hodges 0 for 6.
No part of the Bulls game is working tonight. Not their defense, not their offense, and Blue Edwards hits one from Blue Island. 72-54. Utah by 18. Jordan gets bumped on the drive. Griffith the foul. Timeout Utah. 2:07 left for the third, and the Jazz are in command. 72-54 the score. Say fans, Budweiser presents the second annual Shoot the Bull 3-on-3 Round Ball Classic. It comes up July 28th and 29th. Brought to you by the Chicago Tribune, Coca-Cola, and Pizza Hut. Call area code 312-943-5800 for more information. Utah by 18 and 2:07 left.
The two teams that have beaten them in here, the Pistons are a winning club on the road. The Celtics are a winning club on the road, and this club is right at 500.
And it will be a winning club on the road if they win this game. You're right.
Yeah.
The Bulls have it in play. Horace Grant. Armstrong. Malone way up for the rebound. Wow. Delaney Rudd running the show for the Jazz.
How did Miami beat this team?
I don't know. Another illegal defense against the Bulls. It's the second one of the game. Technical foul. Why does that man look worried? His team is up by 18. They're looking good.
That man should look worried.
And he doesn't. I don't understand. Karl Malone with 1:41 left in the third. Boy, Karl Malone shooting free throws tonight like Larry Bird. 21 points for him. 9 straight at the foul line. Rudd against Armstrong. Malone bulls his way to the hoop, but the door was closed that time.
What was the last outside shot? Well, I think Blue Edwards took one off the weak side, but
yes.
I mean the man trying to get it in a pivot.
Jordan on the drive. He's fouled by Eaton. Eaton with his third.
Bulls
I have him with 2. I'm sorry.
Yeah. He may have to. They may have to come out and just pick him up all over to see what happens. But now their little man
Stockton's in there now.
He just got a nice rest.
Michael nails the free throw. Michael Jordan has 30 points in the game. Of the 55 the Bulls have been able to score 31.
No, you're right. Jerry Sloan was on this team that had won 12 in a row. So he's got a personal interest in stopping their streak here too.
Stockton against Armstrong. Inside of a minute for the third. Griffith into Malone. Offensive foul on Karl Malone. Well, maybe that's the foul the Bulls didn't get earlier. And now Jerry Sloan's not happy with the officials. Makes you wonder if they would have called the one earlier the other way and this one this way. No one would have been upset. Here's Jordan around a King pick. Off the pull-up. Tip Pippen. Oh, boy, Scotty's tip just hung in there. 39 seconds left. Utah 15-point lead. 18 to shoot. Stockton against Armstrong. Shot clock at 10. 3 try by Griffith. Splat. Ball tipped out of bounds by King.
Right over
Utah
the back.
keeps it. Looked like it from here,
Eden
didn't it?
stood there and just came right over the back. Stacy spread out, spread eagle up in the air, and but they get another shot here to kill it off.
With 18.9 left in the third, the inbounds comes into Stockton. One of the few times we watched the Jazz operate from up on top of the floor. Foul on Armstrong.
Bulls had one to take.
First in the last 2 minutes. 3.8 left. Mike Brown coming back in. Eaton going out. Off the inbounds, they come into Griffith. Down the lane, lost the handle. Ball loose to Horace Grant. The Bulls couldn't get a shot away, though. Time runs out. Utah has increased its lead to 15 after 3. 73-58. That's the score. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after these messages. The fourth quarter is here, and the Utah Jazz with a 15-point lead. In the third, Utah 59%. The Bulls were 40% from the field, and Utah out-rebounded Chicago 10-6. Utah Jazz have administered a clinic as far as the physical aspect of NBA play is concerned tonight.
Now the bad news is if Utah scores 25 in his quarter, the Bulls have to score 41 to win.
That's it. But it's happened, and there's a good start. Scottie Pippen.
Yes, sir. I thought maybe we'd see some pressure here. They've got to try to keep him out of a half-court game.
Stockton on ahead to Edwards. The Bulls trying to do something to disrupt this team. Mike Brown's shot blocked out of bounds to the Bulls. It went off his head. A foul on Jordan is the call. That's his second.
I think
Mike Brown to shoot 2.
I thought Jerry Sloan scared him out of that one. Mike Brown came away for the fadeaway down low. Grant's on him, and Jordan comes from. Yep, got him across the wrist, but they always say it's part of the ball.
Rebound to Horace Grant. Mike Brown splits them. Here's Jordan around a Horace Grant screen. Jordan against Griffith. In low right with a fake. Jump pass out to Armstrong. Left corner Pippen. Scotty with 7 to shoot. Pass cross court stolen by Stockton. Good feed underneath the rod. Count the hoop. Goaltending. It was Edwards. It was Edwards. Lou Edwards on the hoop. 76-60. Utah by 16.
I didn't think that hit the backboard, did it?
Yeah. Left corner shot by Armstrong. His second basket tonight. So far, the Bulls unable to cut into the lead. 10:50 remaining. Off the ball, a whistle. Michael Jordan with his third. 2 team fouls. Stockton against Armstrong. The shot clock at 18. Off the ball, a whistle. Offensive foul on Lechner.
Well, they kept blowing that whistle.
That's another turnover against the Jazz, but because they have been so tough defensively, the Bulls unable to take advantage. Jordan kicks it out of bounds. Oh. He got shoved out by Stockton. Michael Jordan up, wanting to know if there would have been a foul called on that play. Utah has it in play. No foul call. Here's Edwards. Edwards lost it out of bounds, knocked out by Pippen, and now Karl Malone comes back in. And Lechner goes out. 10 minutes and 18 seconds left. Stockton in the lane, finds Griffith. Jordan the rebound inside of Mike Brown. Michael's 3 from out front. Rebound tipped away. Jordan saves to Armstrong. BJ off the drive to King. Stolen by Utah. Stockton has the ball. Hit him in the back. Comes back for it. Lou Edwards walks. But the hurrieder the Bulls go, the behinder they get so far. 9:48 left. 76-62. Utah the 14-point lead. Scottie Pippen inside Edwards, knocked it away from him. Utah the steal. Griffith to Stockton underneath to Malone. He lays it in. Karl Malone scores, and the Jazz go up by 16.
Boy, they're physically pasting the Bulls here. The whistles have been put away for a while, but the Bulls are just not reacting. Karl Malone got wrapped on that play, but he was strong enough to go up and finish the shot.
Jordan open jumper. Rebound out of bounds, knocked out by Malone. The Bulls have it. Thurl Bailey coming back in. Edwards going out. Pippen to Jordan. 33 for Michael. Stockton strolls wide left. Open shot for Griffith. Darrell Griffith has 14. Utah keeps the 16-point lead. Armstrong off penetration is snuffed at the basket. Utah back out on the run. Stockton comes down, has the shot if he wants it, passes it up instead. Good play by the Jazz. Boy, they score here. They'll be up 18 at about the 8-minute mark. Malone backs out, slips it off to Bailey. His shot blocked. He follows again. Air ball on the 24-second buzzer. Against the buzzer, the Bulls have it. Armstrong is out. Paxson is back. 8:11 remaining. Well, Phil Jackson tonight, every button he has pushed has not worked. Not a one, except for Michael Jordan's 33. The rest of it not working tonight at either end. 12 to shoot. Jordan against Griffin. Michael's jump hook, I should say, and he draws the foul.
That's the 4th one on Griffin. Michael takes the ball, steps in, gets a little help. Malone comes over to try to help out, but he picks a foul. The Bulls are 37% in the field. Jordan misses the free throw.
And that's because of the outstanding defensive job done by this Utah club. Edwards and Eaton back in.
So King and Jordan have shot all the free throws for the Bulls, and King got his all in the first half.
Michael makes that one. He's got 34 points. Utah's lead is 15. The Bulls unable to get any kind of run going. Their full court press is not getting them anything. 10 to shoot. Where they want to delay Utah is
foul.
Yep.
He ran in the. Okay, so Jordan picks up the foul, his fourth.
Where you want to delay Utah and take them out of their rhythm is with half-court trapping defense. So they can't just come down and enter the ball in at their leisure. Now Malone, who is 9 of 9 free throwing tonight. Ten straight 24 points for him. 81-65. The mailman with 16 rebounds to go with his 24 points. Utah by 17. 7:35 left. The slippage continues for the Bulls into the 4th. Off the ball, Tommy Nunez with a call and a foul on Edwards. 3 fouls on Edwards, second team foul.
They were going to try to either post Michael up on Edwards or go around for the alley-oop play.
Scottie Pippen brings it into Horace Grant. Pippen has it against Bailey. Outside shot missed. Paxson the rebound, lost it. It's out of bounds to the Bulls. Edwards tried to make that hustling play and went over the first row of the fans.
As he did, his shot came out of the stands and it was an air ball. There he goes over the top and saves it. Some people want to save the player and some guys want to just get a shot off. New 24.
Percentages tonight. Boy, the Bulls way down in the mud. And the shot missed by Grant. King with a foul and a foul on Stockton before the shot. Stockton with his second. Utah with its third team foul.
I'm glad they call it at Stockton because when Stacey got it up, it was partially blocked by Eaton.
Non-shooting foul and Scottie Pippen to throw in. Bulls come into Horace Grant. Into King against Eaton. Stacey's shot blocked, gets it back, fakes in deep, got it blocked again, draws the foul though.
Well, that first one should have been a jump ball, but Eaton picks up foul number 4. Timeout for the Bullies.
Fourth team foul, 6:59 left, and Utah up 17. Back after these messages. Join the entire Bulls team and management to help support charitables. Call the Community Services Department at 312-943-5800 for more information. And so Stacey King to the free throw line. As Johnny has mentioned, only King and Jordan have been on the line for the Bulls. King 1 for 4 free throwing in the first half. 2 for 5. The Utah lead is 16 with 6:59 left. Second one left it short, and Karl Malone has the rebound. Stockton walks it up. Thurl Bailey with 9 to shoot. There's Malone over Grant. The rebound tipped away, but Bailey saves for the Jazz. Outside miss steal Paxson. 6:29 remaining. Utah with a mismatch working. Paxson and Edwards off the ball, but they're going to go with Bailey in the post against Jordan. Knocked off his leg out of bounds. The Bulls have it with 6:15 left. But Utah ran off almost a minute on the clock that trip.
You know, Stockton's 45% from three-point. Good shooter. He didn't even look for it, Jimmy. He just stayed there and waited for him to come out and play. Said, I'm going to eat some time off the clock, get it in. They're on a road trip.
And they're leading by 16. Yeah. Why bother?
That's right. But they're on a road trip, so you want to make sure that you get some time off the clock.
Paxson getting free. Pax with the 3 buckets tonight for him, all from long range. Utah's lead is 14. And 5:52 left. But the Bulls are doing nothing to up the tempo defensively. There's Bailey drawing the foul. He'll shoot 2. Horace Grant with his second.
They double team Stockton. He just flips it up high, gives a fake. Horace picks up the foul. And underneath again, you see Stacey King going to go for the rebound rather than block that big guy out. You better keep him off the board.
Bailey with 17 points.
They have missed, what, 1 free throw? 11.
Mike Brown missed
14,
1.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19 out of 20.
They look like winners to me.
Oh, yeah.
They lead it by 16 with 5:46 left. Jordan off the drive. Picks up traffic. Paxson. Sidesteps Bailey. Pippen launches a 3. Maybe that will win the Bulls. Their first 3 of the night. The lead is 13 with 5:25 left.
Greg Hodges doesn't have one tonight. He's got a string of, 17 games in a row.
Horace needs some help. Shot clock at 3. And Stockton nails the 3, and Utah is back to a 16-point lead.
At the buzzer. They milked it down. He hasn't taken that many shots. And
Jordan on the drive got hooked on the turn by Edwards. 4 fouls on Edwards. They are over the limit. Michael Jordan to shoot 2.
They can't make a dent in here. The little guy Stockton firing it into his big people, just constantly getting it down to them for scores. And that time they didn't have it. It went around to him, and as the buzzer went off, he released and hit a 3.
The Bulls' Achilles heel this season, as fine a season as they put together, is when they run into the physical and the athletic up front. Michael hits them both. They're 1-2 with Philadelphia. They're 1-2 with Detroit. And they could be 0-2 against Utah. Stockton. Malone. They throw back out to Stockton. And what's the call? A 3-second call against Utah. And the fans say, hey, we waited all night for that call. Utah has survived a 26 turnover night. That's how well they've done everything else. Here's Jordan finding Paxson. Stacey King over Eaton. It's a 12-point game.
Not many hoops out of that painted area tonight outside of MJ.
Bailey under pressure of Pippen. Shoots the long one.
Illegal defense by the Bulls.
That's their 3rd one of the game, and Utah to the line with a new 24 and 3:58 left.
And probably one more point here. Stockton lines it up.
83% free thrower. He rims it in. 88-75 Jazz with 3:58 remaining. Utah trying to deal the Bulls their first loss and halt this 9-game winning streak. Stockton looking low and gets it into Malone. Malone under heavy pressure. Now Bailey runs over Horace Grant and picks up the foul. No, simply stepped out of bounds with it.
Put that ball down, trying to stay in there, Jimmy, and it slid off his foot. A lot of people are on. I thought maybe they were going to get that call again. Must trip.
Every trip is a must trip for the Bulls. Jordan around the King pick, in on Eaton. Had the shot blocked. Stacey King out with a loose ball. Good hustle. Paxson for three. It's a 10-point game. Timeout Utah with 3:22 left. Don't go away. We'll be back to the stadium after these messages. Michael Jordan running into the wall, literally. Mount Eaton right at the basket.
No foul call. Michael gets taken down. Down on the floor he goes. The ball came back out, and they flipped it around, and John Paxson was able to
Stockton loses the ball. Down on the floor. Pippen trying to dig it out. He does, and it's kicked. Tommy Nunez says it was kicked intentionally by the Bulls. So Utah gets it back with a new shot clock and 3:10 left. Boy, there were all kinds of things that were occurring there. Looked as if Stockton walked. Malone inbounding. Stockton has it. Letting time run off. Utah leading by 10. The Jazz very deliberate with this big lead. Inside pass out of bounds. The Bulls have it with 2:58 left. A hoop makes it an 8-point game. And remember, in Salt Lake, Utah scored 8 points in 40 seconds. Here's Jordan on the move. Got a foul called on Blue Edwards. They're over the limit.
Now who's going to shoot it here? Is it going to be King? King went out and set a screen for Michael. They broke around. Yeah, Michael's going to shoot him. Look at this. He sets a screen. Well, I don't know. Everybody went down. There was contact by both of them, but I think King's got to shoot those free throws, don't you? So MJ is at the line.
16 out of 18 tonight. 36 points for him. They've got Darrell Griffith back in.
Michael will be shooting his 19th and 20th.
2:54 left, and Utah's lead is 10.
If they come back with this one, what a comeback. What a comeback. Nope. Yeah, oh, boy. That looked like it was long, didn't it?
Sure
Michael looks a little tired.
He's right up on the line.
Yep. Boy, that looked like it was going to bounce off the back rim, but
I hear that. That one bounces no good. Rebound. Utah as Malone clears. The Jazz a 9-point lead. 2:48 left. Stockton brings it up. Bulls have to pitch a shutout the rest of the way. Utah eating precious time with each possession. Thurl Bailey sidesteps Pippen. Rebound tipped out to Stockton. They've got another crack at it with 2:30 left. That was a big offensive rebound. Stockton around a Malone screen. Shot clock at 10. Stockton spins in, and a foul on Paxson, his second. Bulls are over the limit, and Stockton shoots two. 2:18 left. Only sporadically tonight have the Bulls been able to change the rhythm of Utah's offense. Stockton missing the first of two. Well, Larry Bird missed a crucial free throw on Sunday.
Oh, boy, didn't he?
Stockton makes the next one. The lead is 10 again. Time's a-wasting. The Bulls have to be in their hurry-up offense. 2:13 left. Pax comes up firing. Rebound tipped away. Utah has it. Jazz have gotten to all the loose balls. They're coming up with all the hustle plays here. Stockton having trouble into the front court. Delivers the ball to Bailey. 12 to shoot. Into Karl Malone across the lane. Forces the shot up. It won't go. Eaton missing the tip. Rebound Eaton, and back outside to Stockton. This game is over. The Bulls just don't have enough manpower to battle these people inside. 1:38 left. Stockton won't relinquish the ball because he's a great free thrower. There's Bailey with a hook. And the tip by Malone is missed. Finally, Pippen clears it. Scotty gets wrapped up in the front court by Bailey, but there were players ahead of him. It's not a breakaway. Thurl Bailey with his first. But Scotty Pippen to shoot two.
You tell me this team that's in first place, 42 wins, 17 and a downside, they're not smart. Bailey knew they didn't want to get the ball over to Michael Jordan. Make Scotty shoot two. He's not the best free throw shooter on the team. The only other player outside of King and Michael to shoot free throws. Pippen makes the first one.
18 points for him. 89-80 Utah. They're going to end that long string the Bulls have of holding the opponents under 100 and coming away with victories. Malone in the backcourt. Stockton has it. Stockton against Horace Grant. Griffith, a dish to Bailey, a shot blocked by Pippen, but Bailey shoots two with 1:16 left. Scotty with his fourth. Thurl Bailey 4 straight at the free throw line tonight. 18 points for him. (89-81). It's an 8-point game with 1:16 left. Is the door still open?
Well, it's ajar, but
timeout taken by the Bulls. We'll keep it here with 1:16 remaining. On Tuesday, March 20th, the Bullets are here, and so will the famous Gorilla. Then on Friday, March 30th, it's the New York Knicks at 7.
Against this team, you better have somebody that can.
Mike Brown coming back in for Utah. The next game on Channel 9. You talk about a physical club. Friday the 16th with the Bullseye at 7, as the Bulls will be hosting the Detroit Pistons. Packs up court to Grant. Got to score quickly. Jordan's three try. Horace Grant the rebound. Back outside Scottie Pippen. He launches the three. Yes, sir. Scotty with his second one. It's a 6-point game. A minute left and a foul. Scottie Pippen's fifth, and Thurl Bailey shoots two. Good job by the Bulls. They got their three. They scored quickly. And now the heat is on Thurl Bailey to convert at the foul line. He's a 76% free thrower who tonight has made 5 of 6 and has scored 19 points.
Crowd starts to hoot and holler a little bit. Steve Hoey blew that one off the front of the rim.
I say again, Utah scored 8 points in 40 seconds to beat the Bulls in Salt Lake. 1:02 left. And Utah leads by 7. John Paxson gives to Jordan in the weave. Michael steps free. Up Griffith shoots the three. In and out. Rebound tipped away to Utah, and a foul on Paxson. His third. 48.9 left.
The Miracle Man just didn't have it from the three-point range tonight. He missed that shot. They were able to collar the ball, and Pax just reached out and grabbed Stockton. So they'll finish it out from the free throw line, and they've split a couple of free throws coming down the stretch here.
Utah Jazz on the verge of sweeping the series from the Bulls 2 straight seasons. Stockton with 10 points in the game. Horace Grant the rebound. Timeout Bulls with 48 seconds left. Utah leading by 8. Minnesota Timberwolves with a lot of points for them tonight. 111-94 against the LA Clippers. And Houston has an 11-point in Market Square Arena. Bulls down to 1 timeout. The Jazz with 3 times out left. Off the inbounds pass, it comes to Grant, now to Pippen. Scotty burns it down the lane. He's fouled by Stockton. Boy, they know how to take a foul, don't they?
Yeah, that's as quick as you can really get a shot off and try to get something out of it. They threw the ball into Horace, and Scotty just took it hard down the lane. 45.2. Scotty with needing to.
Scottie Pippen is developing into one of the top clutch players in this league. He's got 23 points tonight, 11 of them here in the fourth quarter. Sticks 2 big free throws. It's a 6-point game. Karl Malone comes into Stockton, lost the ball. Horace Grant shoots it up, no good, but a foul on Malone.
Oh.
With 41.4 seconds left. Horace Grant shoots 2. Boy, a late whistle by Danny Crawford.
But that steal, they turned around. Stockton got the ball, turned around, and ran smack into his man. Bounced off of him. Horace got it, gave the fake. Now Horace with only 2 points in a game.
A 71% free thrower hasn't attempted a free throw tonight. Big one.
There it is. He turns around, runs into Scotty. Good play. You said the big man, the big play man.
Horace Grant again. It's a 4-point game. The Bulls have battled back. Utah has it in the hands of Stockton. He spins into the front court. Left baseline Bailey. Jordan fouls him. Michael with his 5th. And Thurl Bailey shoots 2. He is 3 of his last 5. From the foul line, 34.2 seconds left.
Big free throws by the Bulls in a clutch. So we'll see what happens here with Bailey.
Shoots in the silencer.
That first one.
Doesn't matter. It's 2 possessions no matter how you cut it. Whether it's a 5 or a 6-point lead. Rimming. Good. Utah by 6. Michael Jordan spins out into the front court. Looking for a 3. Comes up shooting. Rimming. No. And a rebound to Bailey. Stolen underneath by Jordan. He lays it in. 4-point game with 23.9 left. Karl Malone trying to inbound against Horace Grant's pressure. Comes into Stockton. Up court Griffith. Got to get to him. Griffith finds Bailey. Now to Malone. He missed the layup. Rebound in the corner. Saved by He's out of bounds. The Bulls have it with 13.9 left. .90. Horace Grant into Jordan. Michael comes down. Right of the lane. Lean in. Hanger. Good! Yes! 2-point game. 9.5 seconds left. Inbounds to Stockton. He's fouled by Paxson. What a comeback by the Bulls. Trying to return the favor to the Utah Jazz. 8.5 seconds left. Stockton on the line. He needs both of them.
Yes, Jerry, it's not over till it's over, somebody said.
John Stockton, one of the top free throwers in the NBA. Hands hooted up. Stockton puts Utah up 3. Here's the big one. By 4. Bulls have it in play to Jordan. 7 seconds. Michael trying to get free. He fakes, throws up the 3, and he's fouled by Mike Brown with 3.3 seconds left. They call the foul on Griffith, his 5th.
3.3. It's going to take a little miracle work here.
Michael Jordan with 41.
You don't think that Michael could make this, miss it, get the rebound, take it out, and make it 3, do you?
We'll see what the Bulls do. Now, Phil Jackson's been holding that one timeout in his pocket for the opportune moment. Michael hits it. The lead is 3.
If they get it, he says, I want a timeout. Stockton talking to the official.
See if he shoots to make it or miss it. I'd shoot for the hoop. Yes, sir. Timeout, Utah.
They want to take it as far away from the basket as they can, I would believe.
3.3 left.
To go in an overtime.
Well, the thing is, Michael and Pippen can't afford to take a foul here. Someone else is going to have to step up and commit the personal foul with 3.3 left.
Pax better chase Stockton. Here he is.
Mike Brown inbounding to Malone, and Stacey King grabs him, but they let time run off. The Bulls lost 1.3. They're down to 2 seconds.
And this guy's
He's hit 11 straight free throws, Karl Malone. 25 points in the game. He's due to miss one.
Well, this is where you earn your money.
74% free thrower on the regular season. The mailman delivers. It's in, and Utah leads by 3. The Bulls are still alive, though, if he misses this one. They'll take their timeout that they have remaining.
Got to be a clean rebound.
Boy, clutch shooting by Karl Malone. 13 straight at the foul line. And the Utah Jazz have a 4-point lead with 2 seconds left.
Craig.
Yeah, but no, not going to. Pippen will inbound. He comes in and it's out of bounds, and Utah has it.
That's it.
This game is over. The Utah Jazz have halted the Bulls' 9-game winning streak, and they sweep the season series from the Bulls. But it was a valiant comeback by the Bulls in the fourth quarter. And for the first time this season, the Bulls have limited an opponent to less than 100 points and lost. It is 98-94, the final. We'll recap after these messages.